All right, so I'm going out on a limb here. I'm going to say we're not going to see any more 90-degree days, even though we're flirting with it tomorrow at 87, right?
Right. We are very close to it, but I would like to be optimistic with you and say no more 90 degrees. That would be really welcome, especially because we're about to hit mid-October.
Right.
It would be nice if we didn't have 90 degrees, but I mean, anything could happen. I think looking at the monsoon season, the winds we had earlier this year, it truly is such a wild year in terms of weather. To say 90 degrees is out of the question, I wouldn't put money on it.
Yeah, if it actually happens. One thing I will say too, we're starting to enter that time period where it's just like, it's my favorite time of the year, where you don't have to use the air conditioning and you don't have to turn on the heater. I'd say that groove is like right at like maybe 72, 73 degrees, overnight lows in like the 60s, something like that.
I would say something like that, which is very comfortable. I know my electricity bill, I love it. I love to see when it gets to this time of year, but we're currently looking at really beautiful conditions out the door. It looks like those thunderstorms and showers are going to, for the most part, miss a good portion of El Paso County. I can't really say the same for Las Cruces and New Mexico. It looks like we probably will be seeing some overnight storms begin to accumulate as we continue to move through the rest of the evening, but we still have a chance for tomorrow. But talking about our temperatures, we hit a high of 85 degrees today. We're usually around 80, so we're not too far off from those seasonable temperatures, but definitely far away from the 95 degrees temp that we hit in 2020. That has been the record. So you know what, I'm pretty grateful for that. But taking a look at the radar right now, we are starting to notice some moisture building up over in Las Cruces. Now, if you'll notice here in El Paso County, it doesn't look like we have really too much going on, but potentially closer to midnight, we can start to see those storms potentially move on over and maybe see a sprinkle or a shower or two on the west side of El Paso. Right now, we're currently looking at 76 degrees, very light winds moving at 9 miles per hour. Humidity still hanging around the higher end, around 58%. As for Las Cruces, partly cloudy skies, 72 degrees, light winds as well. Your humidity a little bit higher, around 63%. And again, this is potentially where we can see those showers and storms begin to develop, especially with the instability of the atmosphere. Currently, those wind gusts are very calm here in El Paso, 3 miles per hour, 15 over in Juarez, 10 for Las Cruces, with TRC on the lower end at 6 and Silver City even lower at 3 miles per hour. Now for tonight, we will be dropping down to those mid-60s in El Paso and over in Juarez, 62 over in Las Cruces. Let's go ahead and talk about, though, for tomorrow, 87 degrees will be that high. We're looking at a sunny beginning to the day. We start to notice those storm chances begin again in the evening and the later overnight hours. Gusting conditions are probably going to be hanging around 83 over in Las Cruces, and very similar, a sunny start to the day with those storms later on in the evening. Around the rest of the borderline, we are tracking a little bit above average. 74 Ruidoso and Cloudcroft with 82 over in Alamogordo. We're looking to be at 4 for Wednesday, 4 for Thursday, and 6 for Friday in terms of allergens. And taking a look at the rest of our board for the rest of the 9 hours, it looks like for the most part we should remain pretty clear in terms of storms, but really still looking at those clouds all the way until the early mornings. Now, the rest of our 9 days, I would say, are fairly boring. For our Wednesday, really, this is the last time we will start to see those showers on the board for now. And then come Thursday and Friday, we clear out, we dry out, we cool down. We're looking at very light winds, and then we clear the way for the weekend. Beautiful conditions, very close to average temperatures. Overall, looking good once we get through Wednesday. Don't go anywhere, though. We have more news coming up. You're watching KTSM 9 News at 10.